everybody. I am coming back to you live for the first time in 6 months. I cannot believe it. It has been so crazy. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Jen with Jen's Creative Stampers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be posting this on Facebook on a replay, as I am only going to be streaming to YouTube going forward for my lives. So I have been away a hot minute. A lot has happened. It has been a time of cleansing, a time of reprieve. A lot has transpired. But definitely I am back, refreshed, feeling amazing. And I am excited to show you guys some projects as we move forward. And you can join me and grab your stash and cut and create and do all the fun things that we've always done together. So super excited to actually show you a brand new bundle out of the new catalog. This is the new catalog that goes live in May. It is this one here. You've probably seen it from other demonstrators. And if you are a demonstrator, you know the joys of being able to pre-order and get all your stuff before everyone else. So super exciting. But yeah, I have two fun cards to show you. It's going to be really quick tonight. I just created these a couple days ago, and one is actually a swap. So I just thought it would be fun to share that as well. So if you're catching me live, say hello. If you're catching me on the replay, also say hello. Let me know you're here. And I will watch the comments and hope that you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And we will be able to craft together again. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to point you down to my hands. And hopefully you can see me here and see me in the corner here as well. So we are going to be using this Lily of the Valley bundle. I absolutely love this. I have fallen in love with it. It was one of my favorite ones in the new catalog. And it actually, this week comes with this beautiful 3D embossing folder, which we're going to use it in two different ways tonight. So I'm really excited to show you that. But it is absolutely stunning. These are the dies. You've got this decorative kind of background. You've got the flowers you can cut out from the stamping. You can also die cut it. I love this. It's just so pretty. And then the stamps have some really nice sentiments. Grateful for you, happy for you, to a forever kind of friend, happy birthday, a little thanks, and to one of the nicest people I know. Isn't that so amazing? I love this. I love it so much. So I hope that I'm able to demonstrate for you the beauty of this suite and that you too fall in love with it. It also this week comes with these amazing, they're called shimmering dots. And they are gorgeous. They actually have glitter in them. There's a pearlized white, a pearlized lemon lime twist, and then also this, I think this is Coastal, I think it's Coastal Cabana. That's what we're actually using today too. So my first card I will be featuring is, again, a really fun card, very easy card, but it is very elegant, and I hope that you love it. It is this one here. It features some vellum with that beautiful 3D embossing folder that I mentioned. It actually features this gorgeous Lily of the Valley flower and the large leaves and some die cuts here that we're going to use this for punches. So let me go ahead and show you how to create this beautiful card. Have some scraps here as well. I've already die cut everything. I haven't embossed because I thought that would be fun to show you. I have, for a card base, I have my Coastal Cabana. You will want to score that in half. Very simple. And then I also have some, this is Darling Duckling, which coordinates with the suite. And it is just regular cardstock. You can also use the two-tone cardstock, which is a really good option. It's a little bit lighter weight. I just happened to pull this one out. I think on my prototype I did use the two-tone cardstock, so it is just another option for you. This here is a little strip. It's a 3/8 inch strip of two-tone garden green. That will be layered up here. And then this features the Designer Series paper. Isn't that so pretty? And then the back is this gorgeous Coastal Cabana. And I just wanted a way to show the beautiful designer papers in this. So this is, it's a basic beige, just the coordinating color in the designer paper. So I'm just going to lay those out. Now you could actually just use that as your card. You know, who says that you have to go further? If you want just a simple, quick and easy card to go ahead and get in the mail to someone, this is a perfect card to do that because, again, it features your designer papers. It's quick, it's easy, but it's pretty, super pretty. And you can choose any of the other designer papers in the pack. I'll actually show you those too. Because many of you have not seen the new book. You will see it on May the 5th, I think it is. And if you need a book, let me know. But I have really been loving this bundle and suite. Okay, so I am actually gluing the two-tone cardstock down with the dark side up. Dark side is the actual intensity of the color in our regular cardstock. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down flat on the card front, and it fits right in the center beautifully. Here we go. You see how that lines up? Isn't that pretty? Okay. Love this card. Very, very easy card as well. The vellum, this is our vellum cardstock. Okay. So I am going to run this through. Actually, I brought it over here to run it, so I didn't have to step away. So let me just show you that. Cap this. I have it right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is get my embossing folder. It's called Floral Spray 3D Embossing Folder. It is beautiful. It is very large. And it's perfect for scrapbooking, perfect for card making. And I'm going to position it down in this lower right-hand corner because I really want to focus on this detail. These are the Lily of the Valley flowers. So you're going to put this in your Stampin' Cut Emboss machine with the binding going in first. Make sure it fits all the way on your platform where you want it to emboss. Okay. There we go. And then what we have is a gorgeous, it's kind of got some static cling to it. This gorgeous detailed embossing piece. Is that not the prettiest? Now, some may say, oh my goodness, how are you going to glue that down? Oh, it's easy. It doesn't actually, I don't put glue all the way around the edges. I kind of put glue on the outside, or on the detail edges, not on the outside, and kind of go with the wispiness of the actual design so that it doesn't show as much. And actually what happens is when it dries, you really can't even see it. So just kind of go along with the lines, kind of see there, right? And the leaves. And then I just glue it down to where it gives me that 1/4 inch border all the way around. Okay. You're going to want to hold this too because it takes them a hot minute for it to dry. So let me give that just a minute, some pressure. You just want to keep your pressure consistent. and kind of smooth those areas where you did put the glue. Now I am a lover of the green glue. I know a lot of people are not. So whatever your preferred method is, I actually think that for the vellum, you can just kind of dab this around and this makes it a lot easier to kind of hide it. All right. All right, so there we go. We've got that. Now what we are going to do is I've die cut this Lily of the Valley flower out of the basic white. Can you see the detail of that? Maybe, maybe not. I think you can there. It's pretty. I love this so much. There's a piece that didn't get punched out. But I actually have some little, it's another different brand, but these are little teeny tiny blending brushes. And I'm going to get some Blackberry Bliss. This is another color that coordinates with the bundle. Just try to take some of that ink. This is a pretty bold ink. And I'm just going to dab it. You can use your tiny little blending brushes too. I just felt like this was easier for me to control. Just get some of that color on there. Isn't that pretty? Love it so much. Okay, and then, whoops, let me just close this because this will be all over me. I'll probably have it on as eyeshadow before it's over if this is not closed up. So let's do that. Let's clean our mess. I do better if I clean as I go. Do y'all do that too? Or are you like that person that likes to just keep it messy and just keep on trucking? Some people do that too, which is fine. Whatever works, right? Okay, so what I also did is I took the alcohol markers. I took the shaded spruce, the light shaded spruce, and I actually colored, did I do that one? Let's see, which one did I do? Nope, that's not the right color. Because the matching color here is Granny Apple and Garden Green. So let me try Old Olive. I think I might have used Old Olive. Can't remember. Yeah, I think I did Old Olive. This is the light Old Olive. And I'm just coloring that stem. Which makes it, it's just really easy to color it in. If you want to give it a second coat, that's what I did. Did a second coat, you know, with these awesome alcohol markers, you can layer that color. It gets more and more intense as you keep coloring it. So that's what's so fun. It's not going to pill. All right. Bring that back up here and do some coloring over that to give it more of an intense, and you won't even be able to tell that we used a different color. So there we go. So that was a light Old Olive that I used because we don't have Garden Green and the alcohol markers. I don't know why, but we don't. So it's fine. The other thing, so I die cut 2 of these awesome leaves. Aren't those so amazing? And so what I'm going to do is actually glue this together. I'm going to actually lay that over top. Okay. And then lay this. I'm going to weave that underneath there. Doesn't matter if it's showing, doesn't matter if it's showing on the bottom, because we're actually going to cover it. Just hold it, give it some glue time, some adhesion time, and then lay it on your card where you want it. And it doesn't cover this beautiful vellum, but it just, I feel like it really accents it. I love it. I love it so much. So you're going to add some glue here. Okay. And I just added a dot or 2 on each of those little flowers to kind of hold them in place. I'm going to do it at an angle. Again, I want to kind of give it some pressure. And then I have my punches. I have a 2-inch punch here, circle punch, and a 1 7/8 circle punch. So what I'm going to do is take my Coastal Cabana and I'm going to punch that out. And then put that back. And then I've got some scrap basic white. I think that's thick basic white, but that works very well. And I'm going to do my stamping. I love this part, right? This is what we all live for. Okay, so I've got this here. It just fits inside of that beautifully. And I'm going to use kind of like a, do you like a watermark kind of? I'm going to do that by using basic gray. And with my stamp set, I'm going to get the flower detail here, mount it onto my acrylic block. There we go. And then I'm going to also get this really fun stamp that says, "To a forever kind of friend." And put that there. Okay. So we are going to ink up the flower detail in basic gray. Get a piece of scrap paper, stamp off, and go second generation onto the center of your circle, like that. And then what we're going to do, that just kind of gives, like I said, a little watermark kind of detail. And then I'm going to grab, get that out of the way, that thing is so messy. Woo. I'm going to get my Granny Apple Green, which matches my leaves. And I'm going to stamp here, "To a forever kind of friend." I'm going to stamp that right in the middle in full strength. Okay. Going to glue this down. Okay. I love this. Isn't this so pretty? Absolutely love it so much. So there's my minis. I don't need my minis. I'm going to do 3 dimensionals because it's a circle. 3 is balanced on there. And I'm going to add this right there, kind of in the middle. And then these gorgeous gems, I love them. I'm going to use a Coastal Cabana there. I'm going to use a large, there's 2 sizes here. And then I'm going to use a white. Set it over here where you can actually see the detail. There. All 3 of those. And that's card number 1. Let's go ahead and stamp the inside too while we have it. Might as well, right? So I'm going to get that beautiful stamp back. And I'm going to use, make sure it's good and clean. And I'm going to use, because this was one of the colors in the suite is Blackberry Bliss. Kind of give it some color on the inside. There we go. I love Blackberry Bliss. It's one of those very, very pretty colors, but I don't ever use it enough. I don't know about you guys. I love it though. It's so pretty. And so just glue that down. And it's ready to make out for someone and send in the mail. Isn't that beautiful? And that is my first card. Here's my prototype, and here is my card tonight. I love the vellum. What about you? Tell me in the comments, what do you like most about this card? What is your favorite thing about that? And remember, you can do more simple. You don't have to do the vellum overlay. You could actually just leave it with the 3 pieces of designer paper and the cardstock and do the design over top, and you have your card done as well. So you don't have to do that extra step, but y'all know me. I like the fancy. So second card, again, really, really simple, and it is this card. I love it, again, for its simplicity. I love the bow here. I'll show you how to make this beautiful bow. And I love the collage of flowers here. So that really is kind of the drawing point for me on this card. What I didn't do is cut the gray. I need to grab that. So that is the, I think I used Smoky Slate. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that real quick. We've got all the other components here. I'll put that off to the side. We will score this and get this ready to go. So this is cut on the other side, right? There's that. I'm going to go ahead and measure my Smoky Slate on my prototype and see what we need here for our card. So this one, again, I just kind of came up on the fly with this one. 3.5 by 3.5. No, that's 3 3/4. Let me see. 3.5 by 3 3/4. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to cut this in half first. And then trim it down to what I need. Alright, 3.5 by 3 3/4. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to also cut the layer here. Let's do that. So I've got this, I've got this. There's my card. And I've got these things here. This is from my sentiment. I cut out many of these. I love that. I have 3 leaves in case I need that many. We're just going to go ahead and design it as we go. This will be cut down a little smidge. Let's see, this needs to be cut down too. There's that. Okay, just get this ready. Cut these all down to size. Okay, I think we're all set here. So this is going to layer like that with 1/8 of an inch around. Get my little pieces taken care of. Okay, so I think we've got what we need now. Again, a very, very beautiful design that is super simple. I'm also featuring this gorgeous Blackberry Bliss and gold ribbon. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It is a retired ribbon. I love it still and wanted to use it tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these elements and we are going to run this through our embossing folder first. Just as we did the vellum, we're going to do the same thing to the basic white. So let me bring that back. I'm going to run it the other way this time. Just crank it through there. I'm shaking the table. I don't have a great setup here yet, so it is what it is. It's fine for what I need for tonight. So, all is good. Okay, so there's that. And then what I thought too, you can do it either way you want, but I actually brought out a blending brush to kind of get some of that Calypso coral in there. Or Coastal Cabana rather, not Calypso coral. Coastal Cabana. And kind of highlight that area that I love so much about this embossing folder. It really catches that detail. But it's really light too. It's just so beautiful. And I'm going to do around the edges. I don't need to do the middle because I'm going to cover most of that. Same thing for the edges too, but we're going to paint the town here. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Can you see the detail? Gorgeous, right? And then make sure that you clean off your glass mat so you don't have your okay. So you don't have your ink getting all over the back of your card. Okay, so that was the Coastal Cabana. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our gray smoky slate and we're just going to lay that down. Okay, before we do that, let me layer this up. So let me just think about how I did it. Layering this on first, and then I'm going to do this one a little bit different than my prototype that I made for y'all. So this will be layered on an 1/8 of an inch. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now this will go on here as well. And I am going to glue this down first. And then cover up that white area, kind of give myself the same border all the way around these 3 sides. Okay, that's kind of how I'm lining it up. Still see the lily of the valley in the bottom. You still see that, and pretty. Still see that, which is important to me. And then what I'm going to do is take my ribbon, and I'm going to do it on the outside this time. And I'm just going to do it up about that high. And I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to do some double-sided tape, which is my favorite way to adhere ribbon that I'm not wrapping all the way around. There we go. So it holds it really tight and in place well. Okay. And then you can move it here however you want it. Get it straight. Alright, looks good to me. Now I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss, and I'm just going to get this. I'm going to use dimensionals. Let's do that. Gives it a little bit of added detail. Okay. Fun, right? You guys like this card? I'm telling you, there is no ugly card with this bundle. I'm just going to say it. Claim it right now. It is too gorgeous to make ugly cards. There's no such thing. Okay, so there we go. That is our card base. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take this ribbon, and I want to do, oh golly, probably, let's see how long this is. I just cut it. It's like 15 inches. And I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to actually cut it into thirds, this ribbon. So you just take your time. Doesn't have to be straight. Basically, my gold edging here is what I am using as a guide. I don't want to cut all the way up. So you want to kind of hold out on yourself maybe a 1/4 of an inch there. Go back down. I'm going to cut the other side to make the thirds. Doesn't even have to be even, y'all. This is not perfection. Okay. Let's see. Just go nice and easy, nice and slow. And then taking your time is definitely worth it, I promise. Okay, so we're getting out to the end here where I stopped last time. Okay. So now what you have are these 3 kind of like streamer like strings, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap this underneath here. And we are going to just tie it into a bow. Super easy. I'm going to tie this, all 3 strands. I'm going to wrap it. And tie it like that. Tie it kind of tight. And then I'm going to kind of pull these all in different heights, to get it zhuzhed up, right? Pull some tighter, keep some longer. Want that one a little bit longer. Kind of just do it with your fingernails. And turns out to be this gorgeous bow. And what you can do, I'm gonna, because I tied it kind of lopsided here, normally I would just cut the end off, but I am just going to cut that all the way to the end, what we didn't do earlier. See what I'm saying? Normally you would have longer tails. I just cut this kind of wonky. And then you can literally cut it however you want it. And you have this gorgeous bow. Some of the fibers of the ribbon come out, so it's totally normal, totally fine. Isn't that so pretty? Take a look at that. It's gorgeous, right? So that really gives us kind of that foundation to go ahead and do our flowers. And if you want, we can go ahead and do the kind of the daubing or the sponging onto those flowers. I think that would be fun. I'm going to do that also in the Blackberry Bliss again. So I'll get my ink back out. And we'll do that. Here we go. Just lay them on your glass mat. I'm going to open up my lid here because I like to sponge off. Isn't that pretty? All right, it's coming together. You probably can't see all of this fine detail on the screen tonight, but I'll tell you, it's really pretty. Okay, then I get that closed up. And then what I did is I took these leaves and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to cut them at an angle and I'm going to lay them out and tuck them under as though they're kind of coming out of the ground. Okay, cut that at an angle, and even you can do them kind of behind one another. And that way it looks very real. I thought it was anyway. Cut that one the other way so I get some others going the other direction. And cut it down like that. Okay, so we've got those. I'm not going to glue it quite yet. I am going to trim these. Down in here. Maybe I do need to glue these down because I like the way they look. So just a little dab. And keep it in place. And you'll have to tell me in the comments what you like about this card, because they are definitely different, don't you think? But again, so beautiful with that bundle. There's two in here, believe it or not. So it looks like I cut two of them. We'll glue them all down. There's that. And remember, our ribbon, our bow slides, so you can move it wherever you want on that piece of ribbon there. Okay. I'm going to move this under here. There we go. Love that. All right. So then it's just literally just add some adhesive and stick it down. Looks like I need a new bottle here. And some of these I left just kind of floating, not really floating, but they are not glued all the way down, not all the petals. And that kind of adds a fun element as well. That's a little high. And anything below that, you just want to snip it off. Okay, so I need to adhere it here. Can't remember which one I glued down. There it is. And then this one I'm going to cut off. Put that right in the middle. I'm going to add another one. Feels like it needs to be a little bit fuller there. You just do it as you go. Okay, stick that right down in there. Come on now. There we go. There's that. Got our little pieces all cleaned up. Perfect, perfect. And there we have that beautiful base of our card. And finally, we are going to stamp a sentiment on this using this scrap piece of white. And I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss again. And the stamp that says Happy Birthday. I think we're going to use that one. Let's see. A little thing, so I like that one, but the Happy Birthday is long, so I opt to use that one again. Okay. So there's that. Ink it up really well. I'm going to do it in the top corner and trim it down. This is a good stamp. Ooh, good image. Okay. And then take my trimmer and get the straight edges, because I don't cut straight. I don't know about y'all. I'm going to cut that off there and then kind of line it up there. And I'm just going to cut an end like that. I'm going to add the Happy Birthday down here on dimensionals again. So I hope this is inspiring you. I hope that you love this new suite. And if you're interested, the link is in the comments for you to go ahead and get your own. I would love for you to order from me. It just helps me out. And send your friends the link to this live, this YouTube live, and that way that gets my algorithm going, and that would also be fun to share more creativity with more people, right? So the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and stamp this large lily on the inside of my card to give it some more design and color. And then we will adhere this to the inside. All right. And the last thing we need to do is add our gems. And I am using some of the beautiful gems that match this so wonderfully. They're called transparent adhesive backed dots. And they have some blackberry bliss in them. And some of this, like, it looks like granny apple green, but it's not. It's probably lemon lime twist, but you know, it looks so pretty with this. So, let me add a couple more there. There we go, there's 5. That's good. And then we have our second card for tonight. Isn't that fun? I love this bow so much. Hope you guys do too. It has been so fun coming to you live tonight after 6 months. Can't believe 6 months has passed. It's just been really crazy. And you guys know how crazy works, right? There's always something going on. There's always stuff happening. So anyway, it's very good to see you. I hope y'all enjoy this, and I will see you around soon. Take care. Bye, everyone.